Health Expos. An introduction. What is a Health Expo? The HER Health Expo has been created as a way to bring the knowledge of how to lead healthier lives to as many people as possible. For those adopting these principles, this means 6 to 12 more years of higher quality life, along with significantly lower medical costs. The Expo consists of 8 stations: nutrition, exercise, water, sunshine, temperance, fresh air, rest, and trust in divine power. This particular expo is set up in a rectangular fashion, though it can be done along a wall or a hallway as well. There are 8 stations you can see, with various health screenings at each one, which we will explore briefly and in short. The basic screenings include height, weight, body fat, BMI, blood pressure, the step test, computerized health age, anti-stress chair massage, hydrotherapy demonstrations, possibly food samples, and health coaching. The enhanced screening obviously requires more of a professional, specialized staff, but this also can be done as well. The welcome table is really important because this is where the greeters help the people understand what they're going to do at the expo and what they need to have with them. Because what they will have with them is a personal health record, and this health record is taken with them to each station and completed, so when they finally get to the end of the expo where the health counselors and health coaches are, they will have that information on hand. Additionally, each station will have their own colorful handouts. There are 2 types of screens or banners, and there are 2 banners at each station. The first station is the nutrition station, and this is where we do the basic anthropometric measurements of the body fat percentage, weight, and height. And this typically requires 1 to 3 volunteers, and it's always good to have extra people around if you can. The second station is sunshine. Now, oftentimes you can do blood pressure and even light therapy, especially if you're in an area that doesn't get a lot of sunshine. You can encourage people to look into those resources. And then you have the water station. Now, you can do a couple of things here. You can teach about natural remedies like hydrotherapy. If you do not have the staff for that or the resources, oftentimes I've just offered water for people to drink. And of course, there are literature handouts that are on the table. Exercise is important, and what used to be called the Harvard Step Test is now the Tecumseh, and this is named after a town in Lower Michigan. And this is a nice exercise station to go through. Air. This is a nice station to go through. It has the meter that you blow into that helps you to see how well your lungs are functioning, how strong they are. It encourages you to breathe more deeply. Oftentimes people do not breathe very deeply, and so there is this particular screening. Rest. How many people get rest these days? Not too often. Usually people are restless or busy on their electronics all hours of the day, neglecting their rest. So this is where we offer the chair massage, a very popular station. So if you can get more people there, obviously it would be the better. There's plenty of information for the chair massage, not only just for the participant, but also for the person that is going to be offering the chair massage. So there is a DVD training on this with hands-on. Also, there is an instruction sheet that actually will go with and stay with the person, so they can always have that in hand in case they need to reference that when they are giving the massage. And like I said, you can either do the table and chair like this, or you can actually get a portable chair massage unit, as you see on the right. Temperance. Temperance is important. Also, this is where the computerized health age is. Another very popular station because people are often curious about what a health age is, and so we will work them through that. This is the questionnaire that the attendees will complete, and if you look at it closely, which we will, at the very top are those same anthropometric measurements that we do of the people. And this will become very important, and it'll be entered into the computer. And then we have the 12 lifestyle questions that we will be asking the people to complete as best as possible. And at the very end here, at the bottom of the form, are interests. So if they have an interest in any of these topics, like stress reduction or depression recovery, they can check on that. And so what we can do is we can be sure to instruct people further down the line that literature might be necessary, and oftentimes I'll keep that kind of literature at the station. Also, if there is a program that we can possibly put on as a follow-up to address these issues, that would be a really good use of these resources. Once the computerized health age is entered into the computer, the data spits out their results page, which includes this here. And it just briefly on the top talks about the study, both the Allegheny and the Adventist Health Studies. Then it talks about the current age, the health age on the lower left-hand side, and then the potential health age of the attendee. And it always raises eyebrows when they see this information. It's entertaining, but yet it's eye-opening. It really is. And this on the lower third of the results page is the check marks that the computer puts on to indicate to the person some areas in their life that they really should consider working on. I never tell them what they need to work on. I always ask them if anything surprises them, or if there's something that they have been working on. And oftentimes they'll start getting in talking about what it is that they've been trying to work. Well, speaking of trust, we are gaining their trust by offering these services to the people. And this is very important because this is where we are bringing together all that information and talking one-on-one with the people and really helping them understand their numbers, and then asking them really by coaching what it is that is going on in their lives, and if anything could be changed, what would it that they would want to change. Anyway, so we go and offer some options for them here. Equipment and volunteers normally takes between 15 and 20 volunteers to conduct an average size health expo. Some of the larger ones require up to 40 people. Since each health expo is dependent on a variety of volunteers, it's important that an organizing team be established and that there is an overall expo coordinator. This person will also be responsible to see that all the trained volunteers come on time each day so that the expo runs smoothly. Furthermore, each health screening station should have a person responsible for its activities and supplies. So training and follow-up. Training is very important to have that available. This is just a brief overview of what a health expo is. There are ways of getting more in depth into training. And oftentimes, this is the larger expo, but there are some times where I don't have the manpower or the space, so I'll just do a 10 by 10 mini expo at some event that's going on. And so what I usually offer there is the computerized health age and the blood pressure screening and a lot of literature. And it turns out really well. And it's not just physical, mental, and addiction literature, but also spiritual literature. Christ's method alone will give true success in reaching the people. The Savior mingled with men as one who desired their good. He showed his sympathy for them, ministered to their needs, and won their confidence. Then he bade them, "Follow me." And it says in Matthew chapter 15, verse 30, large crowds came to him, and he healed them. Jesus devoted more time to healing the sick than to preaching. Then in Luke it says Christ commissioned his disciples to go to the cities and heal the sick and preach. Preaching was to include ministering to the physical needs. I just want to thank you so much for joining us today in this brief, almost 11-minute presentation. We will do a more in-depth one about what a health expo really is, and the nuts and bolts are really what is involved with it. So it gives you more confidence. And I really do hope that you feel encouraged and want to put on a health expo, whether it be a large one or a small one. Just go out there and get your feet wet. Contact somebody for your help. And if you want to, you can contact me at the information that's on the screen right now. I'll be more than happy to help you. I just want to thank you, and I hope you have an awesome day. and God bless you as well.